Ha! This statement now just make me feel old. You know this kind of talk that like old people used to say. Like when you're already giving up hope and you be like, I no fit do this thing, but my pikin go do am. That was exactly how I felt. I say no. I say no to the guilt I always feel whenever I hear the sound from guitar. I say no. Hello, Narrator House. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're a new subscriber, you're welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you very much. So, on today's edition of our video, I'm going to be discussing we're going to be talking about something. So it's not long ago I came back from night duty. Hmm. Something moved me. Okay, I'm this kind of person that all this while in my life, I notice I always have activity. Like, how will I say it? I'm always involved in many things. I don't know if I'm the only one. Do you experience such thing? Please comment down. Let's know because I don't know if I'm normal or I'm normal. Am I the only one that feels such kind of thing? Like being involved in many things at the same time. Like if I give you count of what I'm running currently, like it's much. It's much. I feel I'm doing too many things at the same time. I'm multitasking. That's what people call it, Abi. Multitasking. Well, it's good to multitask, but do you think it gets to a point that multitasking gets bad? Like, do you think it reaches a stage where we can say multitasking is now bad? Please leave your comment on the comment box. Let's see. So as I told you, it's not long ago I came back from night duty. My eyes a bit um soon to sleep. I'll go and sleep, but I just want to quickly, sometimes when you are gingered to do something, you have to go ahead and do it. By the time you say I go, that is when you keep procrastinating, before you know it, that zeal don't go. That zeal will just die off. So some things in life, whenever you feel like doing it, just go ahead and do it that time as e dey hot. In this part of the world, we say as e dey hot. So the way you feel that moment, that zeal that is burning in you, just get it towards it, and before you know, you'll be very good at it. So we talking about zeal, being positive, and all this morning. I encountered a situation yesterday at work that I want to discuss with you guys. Okay, I've never told you people before. I have a guitar. Yes, I have a guitar. Can you see? Isn't it lovely? Let me bust your bubbles. This guitar. If you are to be said, if you are to be asked how old this guitar looks, what would your answer be? Okay, what would your answer be? Let me bust your bubbles. My sister, my brother, this guitar is how many years with me? 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021. 5 years. How many minutes do we have left in 2021? Before you know this guitar, because I got it around March. I guess around March 2016. So before you know, this guitar will clock 6 years. For now, it's 5 years plus with me. What happened to me? How did I get to own a guitar? I'm still gisting you guys. So 2005. Was it 25? No, not 2005. Yes, 2005. I don't know what happened. That was where the urge to learn a musical instrument came to like was born. The urge came to life. I felt like, okay, Nora, you love music. It will only be expected that you learn to play at least one musical instrument. And so I was thinking, okay, of all the musical instruments, drum, piano, and all, which one will be like more feasible? Like which one will be more realistic for you to learn? So I now chose guitar. My heart just resolved to learn guitar. I even went to my Facebook page 2015. I even went to my Facebook page and posted that I need to learn a guitar. That how will I go about it? So people were now suggesting. Someone, my sister then was even telling me that I should look for one of these church band so that I'll be practicing with them. I know, like I don't know what happened. Let me see, life happened, and before you know that, that thing just died. Like it just left. I just allowed it to slide. Okay, 2015. Oh, don't they come by now? Maybe I don't turn guitar expert. Who knows? So I allowed that to slide after some years, and that thing with time, as the year goes by, I notice whenever I hear the sound of guitar, like there's that part of me that it touches. There's that part of me that the sound of guitar, any musical instrument I'm hearing, I like it, but guitar in particular, eh? There's just a thing I have for guitar. Whenever I hear the sound, just from music, oh, like God, it gets me. If you notice my ringing tone, most of the songs I have on my phone, guitar, guitar. That's why people, then Taylor Swift, then they play guitar with their in their music. I have their songs and I love them. So whenever I hear guitar sound, it just it just gets a part of me. You understand? And then to think of it, as I was saying earlier, all the other musical instruments, I could learn them, oh, but they might not really be practical for me. But guitar, on the other hand, is accessible. I'm very mobile. I can decide to go where I want to go with it, this and that. So 2015, no, not 2015, sorry. So 14, 15. Yes, 214, 15, 215. That zeal in me now came up again. 2005, 2016. I hope I'm not mixing up the dates here. But just remember that the spirits, like 2015, I now had the urge to learn again. Oh. That was how then I was working as a receptionist in one hotel in Bauchi. Then I was still, when my parents had not started school, I was still working my admission process. I know. While I was still processing my admission, I now discovered, I say discovered, yes, I now discovered one guy not far from my workplace that can play guitar. So I now told him that, see, oh, me, oh, I have flair for this, so please. So no problem, he was very willing. Despite the guitar he was playing then was not his own, this guy was willing to share with me. He was willing to share with me to the extent we even booked appointments on how to meet so I can learn this guitar. Okay, my house was the best venue we decided to meet. So that was how he used to come from far distance down to my house to teach me one or two things about guitar. Okay, he came the first time, it clocked. Do you know the second time, on the second day that we're playing guitar, I was learning guitar, that was the day I now saw, I now received the call that was now telling me that I've been admitted into the nursing school I attended. 2 days into my guitar learning, that was how school, oh yeah, they don't give person wey dey wait for admission since how many years admission. Now you don't expect me to like just chill and say no. Preparation started, like I was already in school in my heart. My body was still at home, but I was already all eager and I can't wait. So that was how guitar 2015 guitar matter just died off. To the extent, like I had that zeal in me and he saw it. He even allowed me travel with that guitar. Like yes, I took that guitar, I traveled all the way from Bauchi to Jos with that guitar. I was carrying guitar with the like bag. People will not know I don't know how to play it. They'll just be seeing me, see this one, a musician. Yeah, where is he musician? That's how I traveled with that guitar. Now went to Jos, did my whole school, because when they admit you, it's not immediately now you resume school. That's now I now had to go to Jos. On going to Jos, now what did they call it? Prepared, like you have to go for exams first. After exams, you now go. They'll call you later for interview and all. So I went and wrote the exam. After writing the exam, I went back, traveled back with the guitar. I touched the guitar, was it once or twice? while I was still in Jos. Wetin I wan even play, but I just want to be touching guitar, let it be that. That was how I took the guitar back to Bauchi. I'm going back to Bauchi, okay, trying to see how see how I can continue my lessons now. I can't really remember what happened, but it seemed the guy now got like he got very busy in, he was playing for his church then, so he got more busy and we were not able to schedule until admission time now reached. They now called me that they're giving me admission. That was how I had to leave Bauchi. The urge to play guitar now, I now allowed it slide again. I said, let's go. 216 again. The thing now came back in me. Like whenever I feel people, see, whenever I hear the sound of guitar, I just melt. Whew, like it gets to me. 216 again. See, this my guitar story, it's a long story. 216, I went back to the thing now came back to me. Now came back again. The love for guitar, the urge to learn how to play. So that was how there's one of my colleagues then that stayed in town. Whenever I visit, I notice one guy always passing with guitar. Always passing with guitar. Always passing with guitar. I now approach him. I told him that see oh, that's me. See. Explain to him the situation I am, that see why I am in this area. And I've been seeing him for the past 2 weeks now, because whenever I come around, I see him pass the frontage and go. He come back and pass again with guitar. I took special note of him just because of that guitar. So now I told him, I said, no, there's no problem. We now arranged. Your girl was coming from school. Now I was not going just for weekend, but because of guitar in my heart to learn guitar. So weekend and Jos, if you know Jos, you know the distance between Vo and Jos. So that's how I used to go, like 2 days now, weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, abi. So when I go there on Friday, if I go early, I'll be able to meet him. Then on Sunday, that's is on the Saturday, I will now join, like not the early hours, because I usually go out and preach. Like most times after preaching hours, I will now go to his place to learn guitar. That's how I started though. So that thing now was now serious, because it took me like let's say like 3 weeks. 3 weeks we did that, like in a whole, like about 6 days sha. But my guy got admission. I can't remember. It's as if it's either he went for service, he was about to go for service, or he got admission. I think it was for service. Yes, he was then posted to go for his own service. I bought my guitar after he traveled for service. I even sent him pictures, this and that. I was not saying to, if it's possible, anytime, even if it's online, if one-on-one, we can from time to time. But you know how all these online things are. The time I'll have time, not the time he will have time, and it was not that feasible. Being a student and all that, I was not trying. It was initially in my sister's place because I was preparing for an exam when I bought it. So after exam, I now went and brought my guitar to school step. I remember keeping it under my bed. I had pictures, if only I do now, that show me. And then playing it from time to time, like once in a very long while, because nursing school, man, don't even have such, like you don't have luxury of time. Before you know it, the struggle became very real. Like guitar was still with me, 217, under my bed, nothing they touch her. Guitar was with me 217, nothing. Like Jesus. It was frustrating whenever I hear guitar sound. Like I just get it is well. 217. Where my nephews barb their hair, the barber there plays guitar. That was when I told him that I have guitar. You know, say really? I say yes, but I've not learned how to play and I'm trying to learn it online. He was not like, guitar thing. The guitar is practice, so guitar is practice, not about online that you might like to take you longer time, but the more you are on it At least he gave me a range then, was it? Even if he said, was it? Even if it's like 30 minutes every day, even if it's like 30 minutes every day and I'm just dedicating to playing guitar, that in no time that I'll learn it. That's for him. He never learned guitar for one day. He grew up and met guitar in their house because his older brother had one. So that was how he just grew up playing guitar. I was now like, that's true. So anytime I always come here for a week, anytime I come around, can I be coming? He say fine, it's okay. That was how I used to carry guitar whenever I come from school to my sister's house for weekend. I'll now go and be learning guitar until I now had to write an exam 270. Guitar spirit now died down. Before then, 216, I collected plenty videos. There's one Marty it's on YouTube, and one account like that. I used his video a lot and it seemed very helpful. So that's 18 when final exam, so nothing comes to is approaching. But I babe have to just sit up. Like my conscience cannot just allow me start playing guitar when I know I have things to cover. Like so 218 and I graduated and I had to take the guitar to my sister's place. That was when I now finished school, located back to Abuja and so when I got my house in Abuja, my sister had to now help me bring my guitar when she was visiting. That was how 218 finished. So 219 when I settled in, that was when my sister now brought it for me when she was visiting. Started work. We were thinking as students that you don't have time. That when you start working, that you will have time. When they say na scam, say better student sef. If you choose to fail, that one na you cause. But work that they are paying you money. It's a lie. You must go the time they want you to go. That one is by force. School, if you like, don't attend lecture. It's on you. You're on your own. Not like work that come this time, you must come so time. You must keep to time or not. Not knowing that the work life is even a bigger scam. 219. That was how 219. I now said, okay, I will learn again. So, I've been with the guitar. And I started downloading all those videos again. This time around with a different zeal and vibe all entirely. Got another jotter. The only thing I can say is really the year that I learned the most. Like I nearly got there because my fingers had already passed that stage. I staged it, the stage of guitar learning. There's where it becomes unbearable. Like when you start learning, those strings. It takes the tip of your fingers to hold them to make the different sounds. So it gets to a point where like you're able to manage the initial stage. You learn how to have a firm grip with it. Then after learning with time, after a while, like some after more practice, you now feel pain and it becomes almost unbearable for you. But when you're able to pass that stage, they say you don't feel that pain. And I was able to experience such phase 2019. Don't know what happened. Work. Before I was having 3 shifts, so I used to have time. The shift now became like more hectic. In fact, it became 2 shifts. I was having 3 shifts, it now became 2 shifts. So until 2020, the pandemic year, right? Yeah. That was how pandemic and the whole who wants to sit down they play guitar when first in mind they beat having to work in that pandemic, not being sure of what to expect. Like it nearly got to me mentally. Like it was not easy at all. So imagine having to deal with that then trying to learn instruments when all over the internet anything is just they happen. That was how 2020 finished. 2021 don't come again. Nora don't come back with this guitar matter. Oh guys, I don't want to leave guitar again. This is my final decision. Anytime I feel guitar, as I told you earlier, anytime I hear the sound of guitar, my heart goes out. I now feel guilt. Now it's guilt I'm feeling because it don't take. You see, by now I suppose don dey tutor people. So back to what I was initially saying, apart from those that whole story, what happened yesterday that got to me, and I'm like, I must start this thing today. Like today will not pass me by. In fact, Nora, you must learn this guitar. I am a colleague of mine at work. We're now talking. I asked her, how is your guitar playing? She said, wow, it's going on fine. I was like, my sister, me, I still there. Oh, that do you know up to now, I never still sang guitar. She was now like, yeah. She now went further, oh, and she's still talking. Oh, she now said that, yeah, and that she understand. I said, time. She was not like, don't worry, your children will get to learn it, Abi. I was not like, which children? That's how I started laughing. She too, she joined in the laughter. I was not laughing. I was not laughing. I was not feeling. I was not like, this statement now, just make me feel old. You know this kind of talk that more like old people used to say, like when you're already giving up hope and you be like, I know if you do this thing, my pikin go do am. That was exactly how I felt. I now do that. We started laughing together. I was not like, that I have to sit up. Oh, this one I don't dey turn be careful. Because I will not be happy with myself. But eventually, let me say I grow up and become old today. And now discover that I can't play guitar. Then I will not be coaching my children that you should learn guitar. You should learn. It's a lie. It's not about coaching my children. No. This is my passion. I have to do it. Children will come with their own passion. They should do their passion for me. That's why I decided that today will not pass me by. Despite I'm having sleepy eyes. See, I will learn this guitar. I will learn this guitar. I know 2021 is already finished, but it doesn't matter the year. Start now. My mother always says that when you wake, that's when your morning starts, Abi. So when you wake is your morning. So to me now, it's a new dawn for me and my guitar playing. So guys, I'm gonna be learning guitar from time to time. If I'm able to show you what I've learned, fine. If I'm not, it is well, because I'll not have time. That's the truth. I'll not have time to look for a tutor, but I will go back to learning online the way I did 2019 that nearly favored me. Consistency is the key, as I keep telling myself. I will not let go this time. Like life is all about determination, Abi. I'll bring it to this game. This guitar game, we will finish it. So I might not be able to show you always as I learn, as I practice, because it's phone I'm using to film this. And it's the phone I'll be using to learn the guitar. So until maybe if I have visitors around, or if Oga is around, I'll now use his phone and be filming myself while I'm, you understand, playing the guitar. But anyone you see, just know that your girl, this time around, I'm real. I'll be true to it. I'll stay through all through. I'm going to stay through all through this time around. No backing there. I'm gonna play guitar. I say no. I say no to the guilt I always feel whenever I hear the sound from guitar. I say no. I say no to the feeling I get whenever I see guitarists playing. I say no to all of those. And I say yes to be a guitar player, to be a guitarist. Thank you, Nora House. That will be all for today's session. Practice make perfect, Abi. Step by step, we'll get there. So I don't start my step with that. See me, I can hold the guitar. Don't be surprised. I'll learn. I'll try to see if I can learn any other key. My hand hurts. Ouch, mommy. I've not been able. There's a sound I'm hearing that I don't want to hear. Guitarists will know the sound I'm talking about. I think my nails have allowed them to grow, so when I cut them, I'll get a better sound. That'll be all for now. Thanks so much, Nouristerals. Please, if you haven't, I don't know why you're still waiting for. Subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you can see more from me. Eh? Thank you so much. Until some other time. For now, I remember Moses. Bye.